Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome back to English with Ikram. After discussing tenses part 1, part 2, part 3, the structure, the sense and identification and application and all the uses of all the tenses, today I am going to discuss a new part of speech, article. It's very important and a bit confusing. There are two types of articles, definite article and indefinite article. Indefinite articles in English language are a and an, and the definite article is the or sometime the. Before I start the uses of article, I want to clarify where should we use the pronunciation of this word definite article the, and where should we pronounce this as the. What is the difference between this article the? This is definite article, but sometimes we pronounce it the and sometimes we pronounce this as the. Many students, many teachers ask this question that what is the difference between the use of this the and the? इन दोनों में फ़र्क क्या है? कब हम इसको दा प्रोनाउंस करते हैं और कब हम इसको दी प्रोनाउंस करते हैं? अक्सर ये मैसेजेस में भी मुख्तलिफ स्टूडेंट्स ये क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं. There are two basic rules. The first one is whenever we want to put emphasis, whenever we want to put some force on this on the noun that's going to be followed, we pronounce it as the. This is the strong form. The is weak form of this weak form of pronunciation of this word the, and the is strong form. So we use strong pronunciation, strong form whenever we want to put some emphasis on the noun that is to be followed. For example, this is the person whom I met yesterday. Yes, this is the vaccine that we wanted, the whole world wanted nowadays. If you want to put some emphasis, some force on the noun, then we pronounce it as the. And when there isn't any emphasis, any force, then normally we pronounce this as the. The second one is we pronounce this word as the when it comes before a word that starts with a vowel sound. Whenever this word comes before a word that starts with a vowel sound, we pronounce it as the. The innocent person. She is the intelligent girl. Because intelligent, the word intelligent starts with a vowel sound. Innocent, he is the honest person. Right? If a word that starts with a consonant sound, then we pronounce this as the. This is a slight difference between these two pronunciations. I have discussed in detail the consonant sound and vowel sound in the playlist Spoken English pronunciation. You can watch those videos. Now let's get started. The uses of article. First of all, a and an. What are the uses of a and an? Where do we use a, the article, and where do we use an? First of all, keep this thing in mind that a and an, these are used with countable nouns. I have discussed what are the countable nouns and uncountable nouns. The thing that can be counted, we call them countable noun. A and an, these articles can only be used with countable nouns. With uncountable nouns, we never use the articles a or an. For example, you can't say that I have drunk the water. Yes, sorry, I am talking about air and. We can't say that I have drunk a water, an oil. With the word countable noun, we never use the article a or an. Right? This is the first thing that you have to keep in your mind. कि आर्टिकल ए और एन यूज होते हैं सिर्फ काउंटेबल नाउन के साथ. अनकाउंटेबल नाउन के साथ हम ये इनडेफिनिट आर्टिकल ए और एन को हम कहते हैं इनडेफिनिट आर्टिकल. These are indefinite articles. Though the first thing that you have to keep in your mind while using the articles a or an, you have to keep this thing in your mind that we will use these nouns with countable nouns only. Okay, the next one. We use a or an with unknown nouns, the things that are unknown to the listener. आप किसी से बात कर रहे हैं, you are talking about a thing which is unknown to him. Yesterday I bought a mobile. The second thing is unknown. Unknown things, unknown articles, unknown items. ऐसी चीज़ जो जिससे आप बात कर रहे हैं listeners को नहीं पता. I have bought a mobile yesterday. अब दोबारा जब आप मोबाइल की बात, now that mobile is known to that person. I have bought a mobile. And now you say that the mobile is very smart, very nice. Now you use article the because the noun is, the mobile is now known to the listener. So when you mention an item, a thing which is unknown to the listener, then you use the article a or an. Right? I have bought a mobile yesterday. I have brought a new car. So now this noun, car, anything जब आप जिस noun को भी mention करते हैं, अगर वो listener को known नहीं है, he doesn't know about it, then you use the article a or an. Then you use the article with the category of person or things. This is very important. When we are talking about a category of some person or category of anything, then you use the article a or an. आपको a और an article use करना होता है जब आप किसी चीज़ की किसी specific category की बात करते हैं. For example, मैं अपनी कार की बात करता हूँ. I have bought, या मैं कहता हूँ my car is a 2010 Suzuki Alto. This is a specific category I am talking about. When you talk about a specific category of certain things, certain person, anything, then you use article a or an. Same is the case, this is the category, for example, professions. I am a teacher. You can't say that I am teacher. He has worked as a manager. She has worked as a principal. This is one category of person. She is an intelligent girl. This is the category of that girl. What type of girl she is? She is an intelligent girl. So when you talk about a certain category of some person or thing, then you have to use a or an article. Right? The next one is when we use, where do we use a or an? This is very simple. A is used with a word that starts with a consonant sound, and an is used with a word that starts with a vowel sound. You have to practice it because this is a bit tricky. Because in traditional concept, the vowels sounds are A, E, I, O, U. Rather they say vowel letters. So I have discussed in detail the sounds. If you haven't watched my that video, watch that again. आपने अगर वो वीडियो नहीं देखी वो देख लें कि वावल्स क्या हैं, कॉन्सोनेंट्स क्या हैं. हमारा जो पुराना कॉन्सेप्ट है उसमें कॉन्सोनेंट्स और वावल्स का कोई कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं, वो लेटर्स ही बोलते हैं कि ए ई आई ओ यू 5 वावल्स हैं. देयर आर 20 वावल्स साउंड इन इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज. आई हैव डिस्कस्ड दिस इन डिटेल. आई डोंट वांट टू डिस्कस हियर अगेन. If you haven't watched that video, I will give the link in the description. What is a vowel sound and what is a consonant sound? Just for practice, I just repeat the identification of vowel and consonant sound. There are total 44 sound, 20 are vowels and 24 are consonant sound. And how would you identify? Whenever we produce a sound, normally it happens, this is the science of the sound, that the air comes out. This is a natural phenomena. Whenever you produce a sound, normally it happens that the air comes out. If there is some sort of blockage in that air passage anywhere in your oral or in your nasal cavity, if there is some sort of blockage, that passage is blocked, then that is consonant sound. and such sounds in English language are 24. And if there isn't any blockage, a sound is produced with open passage, without any blockage, without any stoppage, such sounds are called vowel sounds, and such sounds in English language are 20. We have to learn all the sounds. We have to practice the symbols, everything is there. The way we write letter, जैसे हम letter लिखते हैं 26, ऐसे ही पूरी 44 sound लिखी जाती हैं. उनके लिए symbolic representation है, उनकी अपनी symbols हैं. तो here you have to make your concept clear. Consonant and vowels. If a word starts with a consonant sound, we use the article a. And if a word starts with a vowel sound, we use the article an. Now, what is the difference? In traditional concept, if the vowels are a, e, I, o, u, and we use an before a vowel sound, here is a word, for example, honest. Now the initial, if you say a, e, I, o, u are vowels, here the initial letter is h. But normally we use an honest. If you ask the question why, normally the response, the answer that we get, that iski sound alif se milti hai. In English language there isn't any concept of Urdu letters. इसमें अलीफ का या आ का कोई ताल्लुक नहीं है. Normally the students, even the teacher answer like this, that कि इसकी जो initial sound है वो उर्दू के अलीफ से मिलती है. ये बोगस कॉन्सेप्ट है. अगर आप इसका जो ओरिजिनल जो बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट है वावल्स को समझें, तो फिर आपको ये इस तरह की बोगस बात करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. Same is the case with the word MA. We have to use the article an. But according to that traditional concept, A, E, I, O, U, the initial letter is M. And why you are using an? तो ये तो consonant है. इसके पहले, and one more example, for example, university. According to that concept, here the initial letter is U, A, E, I, O, U. We should use an here, but this is incorrect. We use the article A. What is the reason? There is no reason. For in traditional concept, there is no reason. But this is not the case. Now I am going to explain it. As I have told you that, I have explained already, a consonant sound is a sound which is produced with some sort of blockage anywhere in your oral cavity or in your nasal cavity. And a vowel sound is a sound that is produced with open passage, without any blockage anywhere in oral or in nasal cavity. That is called vowel sound. We have to just determine which one is the initial sound of that particular word. For example, I have written the word honest. Whenever we pronounce this word honest, the initial sound, the beginning sound is O. O. Being a student of linguistics, phonetics, phonology, I know what is the initial sound. I can write that. This is O. I know this is vowel sound. But for a common person, this is just an easy identification that we have to just identify whether there is some sort of blockage or not. इसके स्टार्ट में जब भी आप ऑनेस्ट कहते हैं तो सबसे पहली साउंड जो मुंह से निकलती है दैट इज ओ. देयर इज एनी ब्लॉकेज, कोई ब्लॉकेज नहीं है, ये वावल साउंड है. आपने पूरी वावल साउंड की सिंबल सीखी, जैसे आप लेटर लिखना सीखते हैं ए बी सी ऐसे लिखा जाता है, बी, ऐसी ही पूरी 44 साउंड्स की जो सिंबल्स हैं वो आप सीख सकते हैं. अगर आपने नहीं सीखी तो इसका जो सिंपल आइडेंटिफिकेशन का मेथड है, you have to just identify, you have to just determine whether there is some sort of blockage or not. Whenever we pronounce the word honest, the beginning sound, the initial sound that comes out of our mouth, that is O. There isn't any blockage, it means this is a vowel sound, so we use an. अब इसकी आवाज़ किससे मिलती है किससे नहीं मिलती इसका कोई तल्लुक ही नहीं है यहाँ पे. Another word MA. अब अगर आप ए ई आई ओ यू 5 वावल्स देखें तो एम किसी उस 5 में नहीं आता. But we have to determine the initial, the beginning sound. Whenever we say MA, the beginning sound that comes out of our mouth, that is A. Then it becomes MA. The initial sound A. There isn't any blockage. So this is the initial sound of the word MA is A, which is a vowel sound. That's why we use the article N. Now come to university. though the initial letter is there in A, E, I, O, U, 5 vowels. But this is traditional bogus concept. You have to just determine the beginning sound. Whenever we say university, the beginning sound that comes out of our mouth, that is ye. It's a consonant sound. That is very severe blockage. I know the symbol. This is the symbol of this. The initial sound. This is ya sound or ye sound. So this is consonant sound. That's why we use the article A. I hope now this is clear. If a word that starts with a vowel sound, we use the article N, and if a word that starts with a consonant sound, we use the article N. Okay, the next one. Definite article. Definite article is the or the. Sometimes we pronounce this as the and sometimes the. I have already explained it. Where do we pronounce this as the, and this is strong form, and where do we pronounce it as the, this is weak form. Okay, there are certain very important uses of this article the. The first one, we use the to make the thing specific. The first use of this one is to make the thing specific. To make a common noun proper. Simply we can say that. जब हम किसी आम चीज़ को specify करते हैं, specific बनाते हैं, तो उसके लिए हम the use करते हैं. I want the pen that I gave you yesterday. I am demanding the pen. If I just say I want a pen, it means that you can give me any pen. But if I want to specify, I want to point down towards a specific pen, then I will use the article the or the. I want the pen or the pen. If I put in some emphasis, I will pronounce it as the. I want the pen that I gave you yesterday. Right? I would say the pen. The next one is noun already mentioned. In a sentence, if you are talking about a noun that has been already mentioned, जो पहले से mention है, आप उसकी तरफ आप refer कर रहे हैं, point कर रहे हैं, तो फिर आप the use करते हैं. For example, I bought some fruits today. I have mentioned noun fruit. Now, if I repeat that, if I want to refer toward that fruit again, I would say the fruits is very sweet. The fruit is very costly. If you want to repeat, if you want to refer towards the noun that has been already mentioned in that particular sentence, then we use the article the. For example, I bought some fruit. In the next sentence, you say the fruit is fresh. Now, the fruit means I am referring towards the noun that has already been mentioned. The next is when the speaker and the listener both know the noun talking about. जब आप बात करने वाला और लिस्टर दोनों को पता है कि वो किस नाउन के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, जिस चीज़ के बारे में, जिस नाउन के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, both the speaker and the listener both know, दोनों को पता है. For example, आप you and your friend both are studying in the same school. You know that. आप जब आप स्कूल की बात करते हैं तो you are talking about your own school. For example, in Mansehra there are 100 schools. But if you and your friend are studying in the same school, और आप अगर उस स्कूल की बात करते हैं, for example, I have left my notebook in the school. If you say in a school, इसमें कोई मतलब ही नहीं बनता. If you here, you will have to say I have left my notebook in the school. अब आपका listener जो है, he knows that किस स्कूल की आप बात कर रहे हैं. Because both speaker and the listener, they know the noun you are talking about. आप किस स्कूल की बात, because both of you are studying in the same school, right? So here, when the speaker and the listener both know the noun they are talking about, जिस noun के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, उनको पता है कि वो किस स्कूल की बात कर रहे हैं. The next use of this one is any countries that start with the word united. There are certain countries of the world, the name of countries which start with the word united. Whenever we use the names of those countries, we use the article the. For example, the USA, the UK, the United Kingdom, the UAE. So these are certain countries where the word united is there. So whenever we use these countries, we are supposed to use the article the. The is used, for example, you would say the United States of America, the UK, the United Kingdom, the United Arab Emirates, the UAE. The next one is we use with mountain ranges. We use the article the with mountain ranges, not with the name of mountains. माउंटेन के जो एक पहाड़ी सिलसिला होता है उसके साथ हम दी यूज़ करते हैं. द हिमालय, फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस द रेंज, द हिमालय, द हिंदू कुश, right? The next one is we use the with the names of rivers. Now these are certain very simple uses. The names of rivers, the Indus, the Jhelum, the Ravi, right? The next one is we use the with directions. Directions, I mean 4 major directions: the west, the east, the south, the north, right? Then we use the with the names of newspapers: the Daily Mashriq, the Dawn, the News, right? The next one is we use the with superlative degrees of adjectives. He is the best student, the best, the smallest, the tallest. So whenever we use superlative degree of adjective, we use the article the, right? Then we use the to make sometime to make the proper noun common. This is very rare. आम तौर पे हम the use करते हैं to make the common noun proper. But sometimes it happens you want to make the proper nouns common. किसी proper को आप common करते हैं, then we use the the. For example, you can say that he is the इकबाल of the day. आज कोई बंदा उसकी शायरी इकबाल से मिलती है, तो आप उसको इकबाल से आप रेफ़र करते हैं, तो आप the यूज़ करते हैं proper को common करने के लिए. You use the to make the proper nouns common. He is the इकबाल of the day, or he is the Iqbal of the day. Now here you are making the proper nouns common, right? Then we use the next use of this article the is we use the with parts of body. Whenever you mention your parts of body, he is hit on the eye, the back, the nose. So whenever you mention, you say something about your parts of body, you use the. Then the is used with some scientific inventions. Scientific inventions हैं, उनके लिए हम भी the use करते हैं. The internet, the TV, the radio, right? Then the is used with family names. The next use of this article the is it is used with the family name. The Swatis. I live behind the Swati's house, right? The Mughals have ruled in India for 8 centuries. The Mughals, the Mongols, the Swatis. So whenever you mention some family name, you use the article the. And then we we refer to the whole family. हम किसी एक चीज़ को लिखते हुए उससे मुराद हमारी पूरी फैमिली. When we refer to the whole group, whole family, we use the article the. For example, when I say the horse is very useful animal, it means that the whole class, the whole family of horse. ये मतलब नहीं है कि एक घोड़ा मुफीद है तो बाकी नहीं है. The cow is a very useful animal. The dog is very faithful animal. So whenever we refer towards the whole group, whole family, the whole class, तो हम एक को mention करके उससे मुराद हमारी पूरी उसकी family, पूरी class होती है. Then we use the article the. Then the last use of article the is we use article for anything that is universal things, the sky, the moon, जो यूनिवर्सल चीज़ें हैं उनके लिए हम दी यूज़ करते हैं. So that's all about the uses of definite and indefinite article, and how can we pronounce, where do we pronounce the word the and where the, and where do we use article er and what is the difference between the use of article a, where do we use a, consonant sound and vowel sound. This is a very basic concept, you have to learn it. And then there are certain uses of definite article the. Oh, that's all for today. You have to